How was I able to achieve a total return of 18.7% on Nectaro? Why am I now making my investment comeback at Twino? And is it worth investing with the new Esketit lender, Jet Finance? These are the topics that will be covered in the second portfolio update of 2026. So let's get right into it. As always, we are starting off by taking a closer look at my personal peer-to-peer portfolio and which changes have happened in the previous month. In January, my income amounted to 1,773 euro, making it the second highest monthly income I have ever achieved in 8.5 years with my peer-to-peer investments. A new personal record in terms of earnings from single peer-to-peer platforms was set last month by Nectaro with 370 euro. The best overall performance in my peer-to-peer portfolio is coming from the Latvian peer-to-peer platform as well, with a strong return of 18.74%. The above average return is largely due to my somewhat more active investment approach, which is tailored to the platform's various bonus campaigns. In January alone, nearly 270 euro in bonus payments were added as part of the recent Birthday Growth Challenge. Overall, I have now generated around 363 euro in income through various bonus campaigns, which accounts for approximately 37% of my total earnings on the platform. To execute the strategy is fairly simple and doesn't require a lot of time or manual work. Much more important is understanding how much money you are actually willing to allocate to each individual lender. Looking at the strong track record and the stable financial metrics of the Romanian lender, I personally feel comfortable to allocate even 5-figure investments with this particular loan originator. Before copying this approach though, please make sure to perform your own due diligence and come to your own conclusions, as potential bonus payments should never be the primary objective to execute any investment in the first place. According to my information, Nectaro plans to run similar campaigns again in the future. At the time of recording this video, Nectaro has just launched another bonus campaign, which is specifically designed for new investors. If you consider signing up, please make sure to grab an additional 1% cashback bonus from my blog after carefully reading my risk assessment of the platform. In the performance chart, Debitum is currently ranking second with 14.1%, followed by Afranga with 13.6% and Inca Marketplace with 13.1%. At the moment, 10 out of 15 platforms in my portfolio are generating double-digit returns, while Bondorago and Grow and Monifit Smart Saver are not meant to maximize returns in the first place, but rather to ensure flexibility and liquidity. Last month, there were a total of 7 new transactions in my peer-to-peer portfolio. On the deposit side, each 3,000 euro went into Monifit Smart Saver and Twino, where I have now resumed my investment in the previous month. The underlying confidence for this decision are the positive developments since the takeover of the new Twino CEO, with whom I have now spoken several times in person, as well as the strong financial figures of the Polish company Fincard, which, purely based on financial metrics, ranks among the top 5 lenders in my rating system. Additional information about my Twino comeback will follow next week, when I will publish a dedicated video about the Latvian platform. On the withdrawal side, a total of 3,000 euro have been withdrawn from Nectaro, 2,192 euro from Mintos, as well as 500 euro from Esketit. Talking about Esketit, the platform has recently added Jet Finance to its marketplace, an established and financially stable lender from the Mogo environment. With its profile, the lender is now partially closing the investment gap that had been missing since the exit of Avafin. A double-digit return expectation appears to be appropriate for the lender's overall risk profile, although loan terms of up to 5 years are only suitable for long-term oriented investors. On Via Invest, an additional 300 euro was withdrawn last month, as well as 250 euro from Insol Finance. My exposure on both platforms is now very minor, which is why they will be removed from the overview section starting next month. The value of my outstanding peer-to-peer portfolio has slightly increased during January being now at 192,977 euro. The short-term and liquidity-focused portion of my portfolio, consisting of Bondora Go and Grow and Monefit Smart Saver, amounts to 41,388 euro, which equals around 21.5%. Considering my expectations beforehand, my recent stay in Bulgaria has been rather mediocre and disappointing, which is why I don't want to talk too much about it in this video. If you are interested in what happened in Sofia and what my key findings from the on-site meetings have been, feel free to read through the recap article on my blog. At the time being, I don't see any immediate impact in terms of my personal investments, neither positively or negatively, with both Stick Credit or the ITF group. Thanks a lot for your time and for tuning in this week. If you haven't done so already, then please consider subscribing to this channel to not miss out on any future videos. Have a good weekend and I catch you guys again next Saturday. So long. Bye bye.